Alright, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Yep. Hopefully Pierre won't suck again.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
Alright. So here's another one for you.
Pipe flip airship.
Yep.
Make bacon. I like this guy.
Alright. Really like the colors of this game. That heartbeat though.
No.
Alright.
So... What am I saying?
Oh, that's happening. Oh, okay. This is how it's gonna be, huh?
Oh.
Or not.
I can use the D-pad.
Could use the D-pad. Wait, you weren't using the D-pad?
Well, I mean, like, playing the Wii U, I've been using the joystick for everything. I'm playing Breath of the Wild. But, like, for these games, I mean, we're playing on the actual controllers, and this does not feel like the actual controllers. So it's like playing in a constant ice world.
Ah.
Like, oh no, I didn't want to go that far. Kind of like that.
Ah.
I wonder if I can...
Alright. So, oh, you died.
Yup.
You were the first person to die there. Wow.
I'm a trendsetter, what can I say?
So, I have a D&D story for you.
Do tell.
Alright. So, as you guys have probably guessed, I, Calvin, am a total nerd. Therefore, I play D&D. It's a prerequisite. And I have two campaigns going, one in which I'm the Dungeon Master, and one in which I'm a player. So, last week, well, I mean, for you guys, you don't know which week it is, but this last week for us, I was late to a campaign. I was late to the session, and to the sesh, and so what happened was like I basically overslept. I overslept, and since the DM of that campaign lives so close to me, he and two of the other players came to my house and basically woke me up. And that, interestingly enough, isn't like the story that I want to tell.
Can't go up here?
No, you cannot.
So what do I just...
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I see.
You don't want to kick it up, or...
Can I... Wait, this is upside down.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
It's called pipe flip airship. So...
Alright, keep going with your story.
Yeah. I just have to appreciate the cleverness of this level, honestly.
Oh, great. Choice. We'll go with the one here.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so yeah, my story. Jesus. What was I saying? Yeah, so
They just went to your house.
They went to my house.
They were like, listen.
And so, yeah, I needed to get ready to go, and so I, at that point, I left to go, and they were already in the middle of a combat encounter, and so what happened was the party was hired by this ninja clan to I guess we wanted to join the ninja clan, so they told us that we needed to like kill this merchant dude, and so we were in this open field, and my character runs up. My character was a level 4 assassin, And we run up, and we were just it was just basically this field with. You were the only person to die there.
Shut up.
So we had this we needed to kill this merchant dude, and there was this open field with very tall, basically cornfields, corn
Cobs.
cobs,
Yeah.
corn plants, and we were trying to be stealthy, but they were way too like far in front of us, and so I was like, fuck it, and so me, the assassin, who is the epitome of stealth in the party, when the assassin abandons stealth, everybody abandons stealth. So I basically rushed up because I'm pretty fast. I'm an assassin, so I have to be fast.
Yeah.
And at that point, I charged the I charged the merchant dude who was being protected by two bodyguards, and you're gonna have to wait for the P block.
It's not coming down.
You're gonna have to wait though.
I'm
Beep, beep.
waiting.
Listen to the story then.
Yeah, keep going, keep talking.
And so then at that point it was going pretty well. I was gaining on them, and then this one other rogue came flying out of nowhere from one side of the battle map. And it just so happened that the DM was making stealth checks for the last 5 turns and succeeding against this one dude who came up next to me and backstabbed me. This one assassin backstabbed the assassin.
Wow.
And sadly was successful. And then at that point, everybody had noticed me. So.
You don't say.
So, and then we have a bard and a cleric, and I believe it was a wizard, who were very behind, who were very behind me because I believe one of them was a dwarf. And
short, stubby little legs can keep up.
Yeah, and they were, and those classes aren't very very
By the way,
good. Yeah.
I'll cut you off,
Uh,
and I'm gonna let you finish. But I just fucking nailed that with the D-pad.
Oh god. All right.
Alright, keep going.
Okay, so this one dude, like, since the rogue backstabbed me, I was pretty I think I might have been stunned, but if I wasn't, then it was all the enemy's turn. So the merchant kept on running away, whereas two bodyguards came and charged me.
Yeah.
And long story short, they completely bodied me, and that was the first time I died.
The first time.
I dropped below 0.
Stories only get better when that was the first time I died is put into the.
All right, so at that point I was prone, so I was below 0 hit points, and if you don't play D&D, you need to actually be dead. You're bleeding out when you get to below 0, but you need to get to negative your max HP to actually die, or you can fail 3 saving throws, and then you die again.
Oof.
Yeah, so. And then the bard stabilized me, and so then I was back to 1 hit point, but I was still unconscious. And then the fighter who was fighting me just basically stabbed down at me, and then again I was dead again. So that was the second time I died. and so then God, I need to enter the next level. And then the wizard cast darkness around me, so the 2 guys who were like wailing on me couldn't
stab you
couldn't stab me again. And so then the cleric ran into the darkness and jumped and reached out, like, because he could stabilize me just by touching me.
Yeah.
And so like he made a few rolls to jump, to leap up, and then to like basically stretch his arm, and he just made it. So like his pinky touched my foot, and therefore I was stabilized. But then but from some stroke of luck, of my enemies, they hit me again, and then started going on the cleric. And so I was dead for the third time, still making saving throws, and I hope this is entertaining for you guys. And I might not be remembering this correctly, but and then the bard again was distracting them. The wizard was trying to distract them, but it was all enshrouded in darkness. And then I woke up. I stood up, and I was awake, but I was playing dead. But then I believe the cleric at that point was somehow on top of me, and then they were prone. They died. And so then I decided to open my eyes, but then the fighter could see again, and then stabbed out again at me again. So that was the fourth time I died.
Oh my god.
And so, and basically at that point, the fighter had, and the reason I kept dying is because the fighters have action surge and they can do so much damage. And so then I was down to negative 21, and I was dead forever. So all the effort that the cleric did trying to save me was for nothing. And then in the next turn, the cleric got killed as well. And like dead.
Oh man.
And so
sounds like something that would happen in Battlefield. I think it's Battlefield. It might be, I don't know, one of those Modern Warfare. It's the same shit happens. The medic can revive someone, but if someone's like in like a sniper scope, they just kill them, and the medic will revive them, and then they'll get shot again, and the medic will revive them, and then you're just sitting there in this loop of up and down. You're just like, just let me die.
Yeah, and then so the dungeon master, we decided that after that the campaign was over since half of the party had died, and our tank was gone. Like had I believe it was church. I had to go to church or a soccer game or something that day. So our tank couldn't save us.
Well,
You need to restart, dude. Alright. Yeah, so just to finish the story, and then we'll be done with this episode. So the two characters that survived go back, and Dungeon Master gave us an epilogue.
oh.
I believe I had a badass. I had a badass Viking funeral, or something. I don't know. But the campaign ended. We were done with that campaign because most of us died, and that was the most hilarious. I believe. The most hilarious Dungeons and Dragons the time I've spent playing Dungeons and Dragons like ever. And so now we're starting up a new campaign. Hopefully tomorrow. But oh my god.
Well, that was a leap of okay.
Alright, next time.
Yeah, shit just got really real right there.
Okay. So
Next time.
yeah. See ya. See you guys.